Wow, I had enough power to ship it all out in there.
What's this one here though?
Snap-on.
That's snap-on.
Is it really another
RYOBI. As you can see, even the head is smaller, so that is good.
Yeah. I do like on the snap-on though the raised switch.
It get hard sometimes.
Okay.
Little.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely bigger, but except for the head size.
Yeah, the head size.
If they can get that battery shortened. But again, this is RYOBI, right? If they wanted to compete against this, they'd be putting in the Milwaukee line.
Yeah.
Which one do you think's more powerful?
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right, let's try it.
Today on Tools in Action, we got the green, we got the gray, we got the RYOBI. This is actually pretty cool. This is something that I don't really use that much, but I know you use a lot with your Jeeps and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, dude, Ratchets. I'm a Ratchet fanatic. If anybody asks me probably what my favorite tool is, I'm going to say a Ratchet.
You would say it, huh?
Yeah, like, I mean, I want every brand Ratchet. Like, I have Milwaukee's, which are really good Ratchets, but not the RYOBI. But also Cobalt, we have the Cobalt one, which is really good Ratchet.
Yeah.
And then I want to get the Snap-ons. Now, Ratchets are definitely, I've never had a Ratchet where I'm like, eh. Very first Ratchet I ever got was, remember Skill had one?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I still have it. I'll try to show you guys. But it still had this little 1/4-inch ratchet, and it was just an amazing tool. And, you know, it was total DIY back in the Skill DIY days. And I loved it, man. I thought it was awesome. It's just a good tool to have to get into tight areas, mechanics, your wrenching, stuff like that.
I got to say, in the past maybe 5 or 6 years, I've used a Ratchet one time.
Yeah. Well, you're not always in the, you know, you're more of an impact guy. You can probably get things done with an impact, whereas...
But yeah, I use an impact wrench, like when I was doing the addition of the house, we were doing a lot with that. The
Yeah.
impact wrench I was using.
Yeah, because
So-
you have all the room to put the impact wrench.
exactly.
More power, right?
Yep,
These things are
exactly.
designed for tight areas, you know, crank it loose and then go. You know, obviously, if you get a ratchet and you hit it and it doesn't break it free, that doesn't mean it's not going to break it free. You're actually going to use the tool for leverage and click it, and then this is basically just going to, you know, save you from ratcheting. How many inch-pounds of torque?
30 foot-pounds of torque.
30
And what does that
foot-pounds.
compare? Yeah, 30 foot-pounds of torque. What does it compare with, like, is that a lot? Is that a little
That's pretty
bit?
good.
Is that...
That's pretty good. The Milwaukee claims 35 pounds.
So really not that
pounds of
far
torque.
off.
Right. And Snap-on, I don't know what they claim, but I believe it's under that 35 pounds. When we put Snap-on versus Milwaukee, the Snap-on always did a little better. And I don't know if that's because the Snap-on seemed faster, but maybe that's why it was snapping. I mean, it wasn't that big of a difference, but it just felt like the Snap-ons were better. And I mean, there's nothing bad against the Milwaukees or anything like that. They have the long reach now. I mean, Milwaukee definitely makes a good little ratchet. And I think a lot of that kind of technology in a way maybe ported over to here a little bit, except for the features of the compact size, you know?
Well, this has one feature that Milwaukee doesn't have.
Right.
Show
Right.
what
I
is
don't know.
it?
They might have it now. I don't know.
Oh,
if
maybe they do now,
Yeah,
but I
I
haven't
haven't
seen
followed it Milwaukee much. But here, if you pull up on this collet here, you can spin it. So you got 4 different ways to spin it. How does that help you? You know, you're up in there, you're ready to get that, but this battery's hitting it, no problem. You can just twist the tool so the battery's in a different location, you know? Big lockout, big paddle switch here with a lockout. And honestly, to me, I feel, and don't get me wrong, you guys, and I'm not slamming Milwaukee in any way. They make a great tool. Their ratchets are great. But I feel like this mechanism here on this, I like this better than the Milwaukee. It just seems a little tougher.
Way? Okay.
It just seems tougher. Like if you look here, and I can't remember, you know, I should go get a Milwaukee and look. Pause.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we went and grabbed a Milwaukee. So the only difference is on the bottom here, I actually see this physical pin going through here. Do you see that?
Let's see on that one. Yes, I do.
And on this one, it just looks like the pin's hidden, but there might be a different kind of mechanism in there. I don't know. Like, if there's any weakness on this tool, and again, I've never broken the paddle off.
But maybe it's good for outside, because if you drop it, you dent this or something like that, you can pull a pin, get a new lever. Where this one, you got to maybe open it up more to get it in. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, those are the only differences.
It's got 2 LED lights. It's a lot thinner up here.
Yeah, well, this is the extended version. If this was the regular ratchet, it would be down here. Yeah, this would be a lot smaller. Plus, you can use their slim pack tool.
And those are 12s, right? That's a 12 volt.
12
This is
volt.
a 20.
Yeah, that's a 20. So, and that's crazy because this actually has more power.
Yeah, that's true. That's the one I was.
Technically, you guys. I looked it up on my phone. I was very vague, so I could be wrong. Comment below. But I don't know.
But you know what? For a homeowner tool, you know what? What's the price of this? Can you look that up real quick? I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah. Here, but check out the difference on those. Why I looked that up. That the Milwaukee does feel better.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It's got a slimmer profile up top. I like that.
See, that's what happens when you start talking off the cuff and you don't realize because I wasn't thinking straight.
About what?
Well, why I had a bat, like why I thought this was just as good, or if not, it's just been a while. I want to say this is $99. That's what I.
$99, you know.
Bare tool. Let me see though. $79.
$79 bucks.
At Home Depot, you guys.
Wow.
$79 bare tool, and that's the beauty of this whole entire lineup is the Oneplus battery system, you guys. I mean, we got to give it to RYOBI. RYOBI does not sponsor us in any way. Lowe's or Southwire does. Home Depot does. But the RYOBI directly does not sponsor us. So it's like we can say whatever we want about these tools. But for the DIY, I think they are one of the leaders.
You know what I like about a lot of RYOBI stuff is you can get a couple batteries, and a lot of the tools they sell are bare kits, so you're not spending. You don't have like 10 batteries. You know, obviously, if you want more batteries, you just buy the single batteries. But I like that.
Yeah, see, I'm reverse of that because like we get a lot of RYOBI tools and a lot of tools that are just bare kits, and I feel like we don't have enough batteries.
Because we end up giving them to people. That's why. You know what I mean? Like contractors are just starting out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, helping them out.
So yeah, so the Milwaukee obviously definitely feels better. The Milwaukee just feels more controlled. I don't know. Maybe I'm way off on that switch, so let's just omit that entire thing about the switch there.
No, but it's something to note, though. I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah, the only difference, I mean, this is a 12 volt anyways, but the fuel status gauge is on a tool on this versus on the pack on this. So.
RYOBI doesn't even have any 12 volts, do they? I mean, they're really strictly the 18/20.
They got that 4 volt setup. I don't know if they have 12 volt. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. It takes a lot for a tool company to jump into a lineup. I'm not, you know.
It's a big investment for them. It's a big investment for the consumer. So
yeah, that's why companies like Milwaukee, DeWalt, you know, have Chevron, have this, you know, monopoly on tools. Not monopoly, but it's like because they basically make their batteries, and their batteries are.
It's a center point. I mean, if you have
a center point, they're reliable. They're known.
That's what I mean.
Trusted.
But if you have a good battery,
Oh
it goes so much farther than a good tool and a bad battery. You know, because there's some companies out there that have, like, I've seen, like, coats now. Like, they got the heated coats, but the battery's unknown. You know?
Yeah, tested
the
batteries.
huge.
Exactly. That's what I mean. And you know what I'm saying? Like when Steel came out
with
with
the technology that they've got, you know?
Right. When Echo came out with their, you know, battery powered, it's like, ooh, Echo, you know, you guys have been gas motors. All of a sudden you're in the, you know, whose battery are you
who's
using?
making the
You
battery
just go
for
to a
it?
Chinese company and say, hey, this is what I need. These are the specs to get the battery made, you know?
Because there is a lot to batteries, not only the chemistry, but the way that you see them, everything. There's a lot to the way the batteries are created.
Yeah,
with
and
the circuit boards.
And
too.
I think if a company sells that, I mean, dude, don't worry about selling tools. Sell that platform. Sell that battery platform. And RYOBI's done a great job of it.
They have.
Milwaukee, Makita, all the big majors have done a great job of that. So, but yeah, that's it, you guys. $79 on a budget, available at the Depot. It's got a couple features. We took it next door to Manny. We'll go talk to him at the end here and see what he thinks about it. But pretty cool tool. Great Father's Day gift. If you already have a dad that's on here. And RYOBI has lights. That's the great thing about RYOBI. Tons of cool things.
Yeah. Well said.
Very well said.
Could not say it any better.
Peace out, you guys.
It's easy. That one was easy.
Yeah. So, Manny, show us that head again. How it turns. Is it how many positions? Just 4?
4.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, anyways, I mean, it's got power.
It does got power. The only thing is too big.
Too big?
Too big. Because there is some spaces like for a mechanic. It's too big sometimes.
But for the homeowner,
homeowner is good. Homeowner is good.
I mean, it's definitely got some cool features.
It does. This feature you're not gonna be able to see it here. See?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that just helps you get in a tighter area, I guess.
This one.
Hey, what about that bolt right there? Look at that
Yeah.
bolt. Try that bolt, man.
Which
Can you
one?
even
Which
get
one?
it there?
Ooh, somebody's screaming.
What?
Rub my belly.
No problem?
No problem.
Oh my god. Alright, so it works.
It's-
That was
it
on there,
works,
Rusty.
it works.
So it's got power, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only thing that, but here's the thing, it's way less expensive than any of the other ones.
yeah.
So it's a great value.
Cost for the snap-on one, probably.
For $600-700.
You think it's that much?
Yeah, I'm trying to get one. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I like this Fisher.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's nice.
That is really nice.
Tool action. Go to toolsinaction.com.